So I think also since the last time we talked, now I think you are like more specific towards what you want to do for startups and everything. So now you are like really clear that you want to build communities. Of course, the other aspects also go along, but now is this the main focus of you and what you want to do?
Yeah, definitely. So it's I'm really fascinated by okay, let's start different. I'm reading a lot of books. So right now, last year I tried to read like one book each month,
Mhm.
and it failed. But this year I'm in a really good way. So also finished already my book for this month. And
Okay,
but
which one
really,
is that?
it was the invention of yesterday.
Okay.
It's a book. So it's do you know from Yuval Noah Harari, *Sapiens*?
Yeah, Sapiens, yeah.
Yeah, *Sapiens*. It's really similar to it, but *Sapiens* has more like this biological and historical moments, and this is more about the culture and
Mhm.
about the interdependence of the culture, and a lot where culture comes from community. And actually, this is something I find really fascinating, really interesting. How did our society was built? How did the worldviews, the narratives, which support us, which support our society, and which changed all the time, how they got there, and how they were before, how they are now. And I think it's also really fascinating for me because I also want to build communities,
Yeah.
societies, and that's more or less the same thing. So with Harari and with this other book I finished now, I found like really a lot of inspiration, and I'm really into this anthropological stuff as well.
Yeah, interesting. So, I mean, since I think so, we are doing this podcast again, right? And the last time we talked, I think it was 2 months or so
Yeah,
before, and I mean, I can already see that you have like your mindset is already diverging. So this is like the kind of mindset and approach that you adopt, like always continuing, like I mean, always continuing to grow. Always having a growth mindset. So can you talk about like what is your approach, because you are like I can see a difference in your approach already, because last time you were talking about, I mean, it was something similar, but it's more specific now. Last time you were
yeah,
talking about the inspiring people to be their best version of themselves, which is what you do at Nevis Q. Of course, it's also building communities, but now I think you are more towards the idea of building communities as a whole. And
yeah. I think so. There are really a lot of questions now which I have
yeah,
to
I
address.
mean, we can talk about Navy skew after that, but let's
Yeah,
talk about your
the
view
community
of,
side.
yeah, community side. Yes.
As you saw, talked about this growth mindset. I think it's like really crucial for entrepreneurs and for the society to have this growth mindset. Because if we, it's actually so as you are seeing, I'm more into community stuff, but it's like really because I am really nudged by reading this book and finished it today. That's why I'm really into this.
Okay.
But as you said, yeah, I be changed within 3 months or 2 months since the last call. And I think this is something really crucial for every entrepreneur, for every person which is about to develop him, herself, and which wants to change something. So I often like to say, I'm still really love to say it, I'm often or I'm still ashamed for myself, which I have been 1/2 year ago. So I have changed this much, and a
Okay.
lot of people during their entrepreneurship journey changed so much during this time because it's a really intensive time. It's so you learn so much you have to learn because there's some gun heading at your head because you have to succeed, and either you learn, adapt, and become better version of yourself, or you fail,
Hmm.
or you
Yeah.
can also become a better version and still fail, which was all happened often in my case. But still, it's a journey, and you have to acknowledge that you're never at the end of it. It's a continuous journey, and as long as you acknowledge that you are not finished going this journey and are open to the all new perspectives, to new ideas, to new world signs, like narratives, it was called in the book I was reading.
Mhm.
um, it's hard for us people. We really love security. We really like, it has always worked like this, and so we shouldn't change it. But progress is a lot of risk. That's why, especially in Germany, a lot of people are afraid because they come out of a position with really a lot of comfort.
Mhm.
And but it's a risk we need to take, and that's why we all need to grow. We all need to stay open-minded and develop ourselves. And as you quoted it, get a better version of ourselves each month, each day.
Yeah, it's really really amazing to see the difference just in a few months, and also you seem to have more clarity in towards your vision, and we will also talk about that. Maybe that would also have changed over the past 2 or 3 months.